You never saw you.
Oh my goodness, does it look like that?
Yes.
Oh no!
No, you look good.
Don't say that. Come on, I'm trying to be less nervous.
My name is Sadiah, and I am a Java developer.
Hi, I'm Linda. I'm a graduate UX prototyper. I was born in Bahrain originally, but I was raised in the UK. I'm Indian.
I'm from Birmingham.
Sadiah from Birmingham.
Sadiah from Birmingham, yeah.
Do you ever have done, like, where are you from? Where
I
are you
do.
originally from?
Yeah, I do, especially on holiday. And ask me, I know that they mean where you're originally from, but sometimes I play on it and I'm like, I'm from England. And they're like, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from England. And then now I know what they mean, so I just say Pakistan.
Yeah, people ask me, where's your mum and dad from? And then assume, if I say Indian, they think I'm Indian then.
But what if they're from England? It's like, where are they actually from? Like, where, I don't know. If I was asked that question, then I just think, like, I'm from Birmingham. Like, I'm from England. I'm from the UK.
But you were born here though,
Yeah.
so it's different.
Yeah.
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 But when people ask me where I'm from, I just say, it's a hard one because I don't know where I'm from in the sense, like, I was born in Bahrain. I was there for 9 years, but my upbringing and everything is in the UK. I'm Indian, so I just don't know sometimes where to, what country to say. I just say I'm from Liverpool because that's my upbringing place. That was my place that I was brought up.
But then if they ask you what's your ethnicity,
I just say Indian now.
Yeah, that's more.
People assume, like, because my name's Linda Flip, it's a very British white name, so they think I'm like this white 40 plus woman. When they see me, I'm completely different from the persona they think. So I get that a lot, like, oh, you don't look like a Linda, and I'm like, oh, I'm meant to look like that. So yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and to be honest, when I saw your name, I was a bit confused.
Yeah, everyone thinks that.
Yeah.
I like it though. I have no complaints. People can pronounce my name, so that's the best thing about it.
I'd say it's the way you're brought up, what culture you're from.
Yeah.
That defines who you are as well. But I think that stems from, like, maybe the way you're brought up, what you're exposed to, people around you, school. All these things contribute to your identity, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
And religion as well.
Oh yeah,
definitely religion. Yeah.
Plays a big part in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like, my dad's like, you can't forget your roots. Like, you're Indian at the end of the day, which I always understand. So it's like, yeah, that's your identity. Just because you're living in the UK doesn't mean you're British, obviously, and your values and stuff needs to be rooted from the upbringing, which is obviously the Indian upbringing. So yeah, but there's always a conflict between that because I was raised here. I feel like I need to have a balance between both cultures, so Indian and British, and sometimes merging that into one can be hard because then my parents were very traditional. They're like, no, you shouldn't be doing that. When I'm confused, like, that's the way I've been brought up in the UK, so why am I not meant to be doing that? So there's always that, like, every decision I make, I have to think about, okay, would my parents be okay with this? It's a non-Indian decision. I think, like, I know what you mean, and, you know, like, British is one culture, and being Indian or like another culture is another culture, and when you bring those two together, I think it makes another culture. I think that's British Indian is another culture. Yeah. Like, absolutely. I don't think it's a bit of both. Like, you're not one or the other. You're like both. Yeah, 100%. Like a mixture. So I would say that British Indian is another culture in itself.
Like, this is what I'm doing that's very British, and this is what I'm doing that's very Polish. You find and then similar experiences. So. Oh yeah, so when I'm in India, I have to wear modest clothes. Like, I have to wear long tops, just because it's respectful. But obviously, I'm not obliged to stuff like that in the UK. I can wear anything I want. Because the last time I went to Pakistan was when I was 11 years old, which is a very long time ago, and I can't remember much of it. But I guess maybe the way people have a conversation with you. I think sometimes in different cultures, when people try to have like a normal conversation, it might come across as aggressive, but they don't actually mean it to be aggressive, but that's just the way they talk. Whereas if you look at it from like a British perspective, it's like rude. It's very rude. So I think I'd say I have a very British perspective, and I think, what are you doing? It's rude. Stop speaking. But it's normal to them, though. Isn't it? But it's normal to them. Yeah. Or their jokes are different, and I just don't understand their jokes. And I think
I definitely think I'm more like British than I am Pakistani, but I'm aware of my culture and I've taken bits of my culture, like food and stuff. I don't know, because I haven't lived in Pakistan, I haven't picked up that culture, and I think it would take me a lot of time to kind of develop my mindset and fit into that kind of mindset because I don't have that. So
I don't see myself ever like going back to India and settling, because for me this is home now for me. But my parents are different. They want to go back to India, settle down, but it's
their home.
It's their home.
Yeah.
But for me, I consider UK as my home now.
Likewise.
Likewise, yeah.
Actually, I class Birmingham as well.
Yeah.
That is actually my home. Yeah. For example, because I was a teacher previously, and the school was, I'd say there were quite a lot of kids from the Caucasian white background, and I just felt like they looked at me differently. I just felt that it wasn't something that they did intentionally, but I certainly felt a bit alien to them. I felt that especially but then when I went into like a school that was predominantly had Asian pupils, I'd feel like at home basically. I feel very comfortable, and I guess I didn't get that vibe from them. But I certainly feel that like I felt that quite a lot, even when I was considering like different university options, and I went to do like the taster days, and all of the people on the course were like white, then I'd feel very uncomfortable again, especially like white, and maybe if you're the only female as well. That would make me feel very uncomfortable. I almost feel like, I don't know, it's like I feel like I don't belong.
Oh, babes.
No, that's how I felt, yeah. But I think now, the more older you get, like, you don't think about these, you don't really
it's not
care.
a big
Like,
issue,
no, it's not an issue for me anymore.
Yeah, I had similar thing as well when I first came to Liverpool. Liverpool's very hard to, accent-wise, it's so hard to, like, understand, isn't it? Scouse accent. So when I first came to Liverpool and I was put into the primary school, I was like, what are they saying? And, like, my English wasn't great as well. My English was good, but it was very, like, Indian. It still is, but you always get picked on and stuff. You know how to respond, but now I think I've got the confidence to reply back if someone says, "Oh, why are you talking like this? Or why are you doing this?" Back then, because you are young, you don't know what to say, and it's a new culture, so it's all new to you in a way.
I used to feel quite like intimidated, and I didn't really ever want to speak up. And I think I didn't have that confidence. Like if someone did, I don't know, ever say something to me, which no, they didn't really say. It was more their attitude towards me, and the way they used to treat, like the way they used to look at me. I'd never question that, or I'd feel very, I don't know, like scared to say anything, and to voice how I feel. I'd just kind of pretend it didn't happen and ignore it, and then think about it later at home and get upset.
You just worry about it.
Yeah, I just worry. So yeah.
Is that because you don't know how to respond? Because
I don't know. I think I just had this fear in me. I don't know what it was. I just didn't have the confidence, and I wish I did. So I just remembered like an incident where I went go-karting with my friend, and they were all guys, and someone hit the back of my go-kart. One of the guys had said something like, "Yeah, someone hit me," and he was like, "Yeah, it was you, wasn't it?" And I was like, "I didn't hit anybody." But I think the way, see, if that was me 10 years ago, I wouldn't have said anything. But I think because I said something, my friend who I was with, he was quite shocked, and he was like, "Go on, Sadiah."
Yeah.
He didn't expect me to react that way, because I was just like, "No, like I didn't hit you. Don't blame it on me." I think he just pointed the finger because it was just easy. Yeah, the only woman there. That's how I felt. Yeah. Yeah, when I was younger, I didn't really have much confidence.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't speak up. Like, I have the thoughts within me, but I just couldn't get them out.
Was that similar for you?
Yeah, definitely. I think when I was young, especially being in a new country, you just keep quiet because you don't know what to say and how they will react. So you keep quiet. You don't stand up for yourself. But as you get older and you're in this culture, you just feel like you just got to stand up for yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. So you just got to be. Yeah. This is my first time doing it, so
I know you're amazing.
No, I'm not. I'm nervous, like for sure.
So you are nervous then?
Yeah. I am nervous, but I'm trying not to be.